Daily Horoscope for Gemini. May 4, 2025 Gemini, as you wake up this Sunday morning, you'll immediately sense something different about your mental processes. Mercury, your ruling planet, is traveling through grounded Taurus, bringing an unusual but welcome stability to your typically quick-moving mind. While you normally bounce from idea to idea with lightning speed, today your thoughts have more weight and substance to them. The sun continues its journey through earthy Taurus, reinforcing this grounded energy. You'll find yourself approaching problems with uncharacteristic persistence, not your usual style, as the zodiac's adaptable twins. This temporary Earth influence helps you see things through to completion, rather than leaving them half-finished when a new shiny idea comes along. In your professional sphere, communication receives powerful cosmic support today. Your words carry additional weight and conviction, making this an excellent time for important presentations, interviews, or difficult conversations you've been postponing. Colleagues and superiors are more receptive to your ideas, especially when you take the time to articulate them thoroughly rather than rushing through explanations, as you sometimes do. Venus forms a harmonious aspect to your sign today, enhancing your natural charm and bringing a special sparkle to social interactions. Existing friendships might deepen through meaningful conversation, while new connections formed today could prove significant in the coming months. There's something synchronistic about the people crossing your path. Pay attention to seemingly random encounters, as they may be anything but random. For Geminis in romantic relationships, the planetary alignment supports intellectual bonding with your partner. Sharing ideas, books, or thought-provoking experiences creates stronger connections than purely emotional exchanges right now. This is a perfect day for a museum visit, attending a lecture together, or simply engaging in deep conversation about topics that fascinate you both. Single Geminis might find themselves drawn to someone who stimulates their mind and offers perspectives that complement their own way of thinking. A chance meeting at a bookstore, library, or educational event could lead to an intriguing connection. Look for someone who makes you think in new ways rather than merely mirroring your own viewpoints. Financially, Saturn's influence suggests caution and careful planning. This isn't a day for impulsive purchases, but rather for reviewing budgets, researching investments, or developing long-term financial strategies. Information that comes your way regarding money matters should be carefully verified. Your analytical skills are strong today. Use them to distinguish between genuine opportunities and enticing illusions. Mars activates your sector of subconscious patterns, potentially bringing awareness to habits or beliefs that have been operating below the surface. You might suddenly recognize a repetitive thought pattern that has been limiting your progress, or understand the root cause of a recurring issue. This awareness isn't always comfortable, but it's tremendously valuable for personal growth. Your health benefits from activities that combine mental engagement with physical movement today. Rather than forcing yourself through a workout you find boring, choose something that keeps both body and mind active, perhaps a nature walk where you can identify plants, a dance class that requires learning new sequences, or a bike ride exploring unfamiliar neighborhoods. Creative expression receives Jupiter's expansive energy, opening doorways for your ideas to reach wider audiences. If you work in communications, writing, teaching, or any creative field, expect breakthroughs that help you connect with those who resonate with your message. Even personal projects gain momentum, with ideas flowing more freely once you overcome initial resistance. One challenge today involves a tendency toward mental stubbornness, not usually your issue, but the Taurian influence makes you unexpectedly fixed in your viewpoints. When you feel yourself becoming rigid in your thinking, take a moment to deliberately consider alternative perspectives. Your greatest strength has always been your ability to see multiple sides of any situation. Don't lose that gift today. Your spiritual awareness receives subtle enhancement from Neptune's position, creating moments where you sense deeper meaning in ordinary experiences. You might notice repeating numbers, meaningful coincidences, or symbols that seem to speak directly to your current situation. These aren't random occurrences, but potential guideposts directing you toward important realizations. As evening approaches, the moon's movement brings increasing emotional depth to your typically intellectual approach. This creates a beautiful integration of heart and mind, allowing you to perceive situations from multiple levels simultaneously. Conversations take on added dimension as you intuitively sense what's beneath the spoken words. Tonight brings potential for meaningful social connection, particularly in small gatherings where genuine conversation can flourish. Your natural gift for bridging different personality types makes you a valuable presence in any group. You might find yourself connecting people who later develop important relationships of their own. Before sleep, take time to record any insights from this unusual day. The unique blend of mental clarity and intuitive awareness you've experienced is worth documenting. Solutions to long-standing problems or creative breakthroughs that emerged today could provide valuable guidance for weeks to come. Your dreams tonight may be especially vivid and meaningful, as the veil between conscious and unconscious thought is particularly thin. Keep a journal by your bed to record them upon waking, as they might contain symbolism relevant to your current life path. Looking ahead, tomorrow builds on today's themes while introducing new elements as the planetary energies shift. The groundwork you lay today creates a foundation for even greater progress in the coming days. Trust in the unusual stability you're experiencing now. Gemini, it's preparing you for an important leap forward when your typical Quicksilver energy returns with even greater focus and direction. Your cosmic assignment on May 4th is to find the productive balance between your natural mental agility and today's grounding influences. Like a butterfly that knows when to flutter and when to land, finding the rhythm between movement and stillness brings you today's greatest rewards. For Gemini on May 4, 2025, the planetary positions create a fascinating tapestry of energetic influences. The Sun, firmly positioned in Taurus at 14 degrees, illuminates your 12th house of the unconscious mind and spiritual connection. This placement creates a natural period of reflection and inner work before your solar season begins, making it an excellent time for meditation, dream work, and addressing subconscious patterns that may be influencing your daily life. Mercury, your ruling planet, has entered your sign early and forms an exact conjunction with Uranus at 19 degrees Gemini. This powerful alignment in your first house of self and identity creates exceptional conditions for intellectual breakthroughs and unexpected revelations. Your mind will be operating at extraordinary speed, with insights arriving like lightning bolts throughout the day. You may find yourself speaking truths that surprise even you, as this combination bypasses your usual filters and connects you directly with higher consciousness. The Libra moon activates your 5th house of creativity, romance, and self-expression, forming a grand air trine with the Mercury-Uranus conjunction in your sign. This harmonious configuration amplifies your natural charm and creates ideal conditions for creative projects, social connections, and romantic encounters. The flowing energy between these air signs facilitates extraordinary mental clarity and eloquent communication, making May 4th particularly favorable for presentations, important conversations, or creative collaboration. Jupiter at 12 degrees Gemini makes an applying conjunction to the fixed star Rigel, known for bringing knowledge, educational advancement, and beneficial teachings. This specific alignment in your first house suggests an opportunity to learn something that fundamentally changes your perspective, likely through an unexpected source or chance encounter. Jupiter's exact sextile with Neptune in Aries opens channels between your rational understanding and intuitive insights, allowing you to perceive connections that normally remain hidden. Saturn retrograde at 5 degrees Aquarius in your 9th house of higher learning and philosophy maintains a supportive trine to your sign, providing structure and discipline to your naturally flexible nature. This helps ground your brilliant ideas into manageable plans with realistic timelines. The retrograde motion suggests revisiting educational pursuits or belief systems that require deeper examination or restructuring. Venus at 8 degrees Aries activates your 11th house of friendships, social networks, and future aspirations. Its square to your Gemini planets brings some tension between your social desires and communication style. You may need to moderate your quick wit in group settings to maintain harmony, but this aspect also provides the energetic spark needed to move stagnant connections forward. Mars at 23 degrees Capricorn in your 8th house of shared resources and transformation forms a quincunx aspect to your sign, highlighting the need for adjustments between your mental agility and the practical demands of financial matters involving others. This aspect suggests carefully balancing intellectual analysis with concrete action regarding investments, debts, or shared assets. Pluto retrograde at 2 degrees Aquarius in your 9th house deepens the transformation of your belief systems already triggered by Saturn. This positioning suggests encounters with information that fundamentally challenge how you understand the world. The supportive trine to your sign facilitates uncovering hidden knowledge and speaking truths that might otherwise remain buried. The asteroid Pallas Athena at 21 degrees Gemini joins the Mercury-Uranus conjunction, creating a powerful three-way alignment that amplifies strategic thinking and pattern recognition. This exceptional configuration in your first house makes May 4th particularly favorable for problem solving that requires innovative approaches and outside-the-box thinking. The part of fortune at 3 degrees Cáncer in your 2nd house forms a sextile to retrograde Pluto, suggesting financial opportunities may arise from transformative situations or through revisiting abandoned projects with renewed insight. Your material security connects directly to your willingness to undergo inner transformation. Looking at planetary hours for May 4th, the day begins with a Saturn hour, suggesting a structured approach to morning activities. By midday, a Mercury hour amplifies the already strong mercurial energies of the day, making noon to early afternoon the most favorable time for important communications or intellectual pursuits. The Sabian symbol for the Mercury-Uranus conjunction at 19 Gemini, a large archaic volume, reveals a traditional wisdom, suggests breakthrough insights may arrive through connecting modern concepts with ancient knowledge systems. This symbolic imagery encourages you to bridge conventional and unconventional information sources for maximum understanding. This remarkable planetary configuration on May 4, 2025, creates an extraordinary day for mental activity, communication breakthroughs, and unexpected insights that may fundamentally shift your perspective on important life matters. The strong emphasis on your own sign suggests your natural Gemini gifts are heightened and can be leveraged for significant advancement in areas requiring verbal agility, innovative thinking, and intellectual exploration. May 4th, 2025 brings a particularly dynamic communication landscape for Gemini. With Mercury, your ruling planet, forming a trine with Jupiter in Aquarius, your powers of expression receive a significant boost. This is one of those days when your natural eloquence flows effortlessly, allowing your ideas to reach others with remarkable clarity and persuasiveness. The mental agility that defines your sign is operating at peak performance today. The moon in Leo is activating your 3rd house of communication, creating an atmosphere where your words carry additional weight and charisma. This lunar position enhances your ability to captivate an audience, whether you're speaking to one person or addressing a crowd. There's a theatrical quality to your expression today. You're not just communicating information, but telling stories that resonate emotionally with others. Venus and Mars are currently in a productive aspect, infusing your communication style with both charm and assertiveness. You'll find the perfect balance between being direct about your thoughts and diplomatic in how you present them. This is particularly valuable in any negotiations or sensitive conversations that may arise today. Uranus in your 12th house creates unexpected flashes of insight that may surprise even you. Pay attention to sudden ideas or unusual perspectives that emerge in conversations They contain valuable innovations that could lead to breakthroughs in ongoing projects or relationships. Saturn's influence from your ninth house of higher learning adds depth and authority to your words. You're able to reference important concepts and integrate complex information into your communication in ways that others find both accessible and impressive. This is an excellent day for academic presentations, teaching, or explaining complicated subjects to others. Your communication style today has a multidimensional quality. You're easily able to shift between light, humorous exchanges and profound, philosophical discussions. This versatility is your special gift as a Gemini, and today it's especially pronounced. Digital communication channels are particularly favorable today. Social media posts, emails, or text messages you send have an increased likelihood of being well received and properly understood. If you've been meaning to launch a blog, podcast, or online project, the cosmic energies support these initiatives now. One area requiring attention. Neptune's square to your Mercury position suggests potential for miscommunications around practical details. Double-check meeting times, addresses, and specific instructions to avoid confusion. While your big ideas will come across beautifully, the minutiae might get lost in translation if you're not careful. Your persuasive abilities are heightened today, making this an ideal time to pitch ideas, ask for what you need, or influence others toward your perspective. People are more receptive to your viewpoints and more likely to be swayed by your reasoning. In personal relationships, this is a day when heartfelt conversations can create meaningful connections. If there have been unspoken feelings or thoughts you've been hesitating to express, the planetary alignments support vulnerable and authentic communication that strengthens bonds rather than threatens them. In professional settings, your ability to articulate complex concepts in accessible ways will earn you recognition. Colleagues and superiors are more likely to appreciate your intellectual contributions today, so don't hold back in meetings or collaborative sessions. Creative writing flows especially well under this celestial arrangement. If you work in fields requiring original content creation, you'll find words coming to you with unusual ease and impact. Your natural wit is enhanced, making humor an effective tool in your communication arsenal. The most productive communication hours for you today are between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., when the Leo moon forms a harmonious sextile with Mercury. Schedule important conversations or presentations during this window, if possible. Listen as attentively as you speak today. With all this expressive energy, there's a tendency to dominate conversations. Remember that the most effective communicators are also excellent listeners, and you'll gain valuable insights from allowing others adequate space to share their thoughts. A final note on today's communication patterns for you, Gemini: trust your natural intellectual curiosity. When you follow the thread of an interesting topic in conversation, it's likely to lead to unexpected connections and opportunities. Your mind is particularly adept at making brilliant associative leaps today, revealing patterns others miss entirely. On May 4th, 2025, Gemini natives find themselves at a fascinating financial crossroads as the sun moves through your 12th house of hidden matters and subconscious realms. This placement suggests some of your most lucrative opportunities aren't immediately obvious. They're hiding beneath the surface, requiring intuitive awareness to uncover. With the sun illuminating this mysterious sector of your chart, pay attention to dreams, random inspirations, and subtle nudges from the universe about money matters. Mercury, your ruling planet, has recently entered Taurus, also in your 12th house. This creates an intriguing dynamic where your financial thinking becomes simultaneously more grounded and more intuitive. You're able to analyze monetary options with both practical scrutiny and gut-level instinct, a powerful combination for making sound financial decisions. This placement particularly supports behind-the-scenes financial planning and research into investments that might not yet be on everyone's radar. Venus, positioned in Aries in your 11th house of networks and aspirations, brings financial opportunities through your social connections. someone within your existing network, perhaps a friend or professional acquaintance you haven't spoken with in some time, could present a chance for collaboration with significant earning potential. Group projects, team ventures, and community-based financial initiatives receive cosmic support today. Don't hesitate to attend networking events or reach out to contacts who might facilitate monetary growth. Jupiter, the planet of expansion and abundance, forms a harmonious trine to your sign from Libra in your fifth house of creativity and speculation. This potent aspect suggests creative projects could lead directly to financial rewards. If you've been considering monetizing a talent, launching a side business based on your creative skills, or investing in arts, entertainment, or recreational ventures, the cosmic energy strongly supports these endeavors today. The fifth house also governs calculated risks, indicating that strategic gambles taken now have higher than usual odds of paying off. Mars energizing your second house of income and personal resources from emotional Cáncer provides you with increased drive to pursue financial goals. This placement grants courage to negotiate better compensation and the stamina to put in extra effort where needed. However, the emotional Cáncer influence means you might make financial decisions based primarily on security needs rather than growth potential. Be mindful of finding the balance between safety and opportunity. The Scorpio moon forms a challenging square to your sign today, creating some emotional tension around shared financial resources. Negotiations involving commissions, royalties, investments with others, or loan terms might feel more intense than usual. Stay strategic and detached rather than letting emotions dictate your financial approach. This lunar position actually supports deep financial investigation, perfect for researching investment opportunities or uncovering wasteful expenditures in your budget. Saturn's continued retrograde through Pisces in your 10th house of career and public reputation reminds you that long-term professional planning remains essential to sustainable financial well-being. While quick gains may present themselves today, don't lose sight of building credentials and authority in your field that will pay dividends for years to come. Some Geminis might receive recognition for past work that translates into current financial opportunities. Uranus in your own sign is particularly significant, bringing revolutionary energy to your identity and approach to earning. Today, Uranus forms a stimulating aspect with Venus, suggesting an unexpected financial opportunity could arise through an unorthodox source or innovative business model. Your willingness to experiment with new income streams could lead to surprising rewards. This might manifest as a chance to earn through emerging technologies, alternative financial systems, or unconventional applications of your talents. Neptune in Aries in your 11th house suggests vision and inspiration could come through your extended network, but cautions against being misled by exaggerated promises in group ventures. While collaborative financial opportunities look promising, maintain healthy skepticism about proposed returns that sound unrealistic. The most valuable connections today may be with creative visionaries who share your values rather than those promising quick riches. Pluto's transformative influence in Aquarius continues reshaping your 9th house of higher learning, publishing, and international connections. This powerful placement suggests educational investments or global business opportunities could transform your financial landscape. Consider courses, certifications, or connections that expand your marketability across borders. Publishing, teaching, or sharing specialized knowledge could become particularly profitable avenues under this transit. The North Node in Aries points to your financial destiny being tied to brave, pioneering actions rather than playing it safe. Today's alignment encourages stepping into financial leadership rather than following conventional wisdom. Trust your instincts about emerging trends or markets. Your quick Gemini mind often perceives shifts before others do. A notable aspect today is the supportive sextile between Mercury and Jupiter, connecting your houses of hidden resources and creative expression. This suggests revisiting old ideas or projects could lead to surprising financial gains. Perhaps a concept you shelved months ago suddenly finds its perfect implementation or audience. Digital archives, old contacts, or previously abandoned ventures might contain overlooked value. For Gemini entrepreneurs, today favors pitching ideas and seeking funding. Your communication skills are particularly sharp, and potential investors will be receptive to your vision. Prepare presentations thoroughly, as Mercury in Taurus demands attention to practical details that demonstrate viability. Focus especially on demonstrating sustainable revenue models rather than just innovative concepts. Employed Geminis might discover opportunities for side income or additional responsibilities that come with financial perks. Keep alert for announcements about special projects, overtime, or departmental transfers that could increase your earning potential. Your versatile skills make you an ideal candidate for cross-functional roles that often command higher compensation. The asteroid palace, Athene in your 8th house, enhances strategic thinking around investments and passive income. You might receive valuable insights about portfolio adjustments or new investment vehicles that particularly suit your goals. This placement supports financial planning that involves other people's resources. Loans, mortgages, business partnerships, or shared investments could all proceed favorably with thoughtful planning. Chiron in your 10th house suggests healing around career-related financial wounds. Perhaps past experiences of being undervalued professionally have limited your earning potential. Today's energy supports recognizing and releasing these patterns, allowing you to step into your full earning capacity. Some Geminis might find financial opportunities through mentoring or being mentored, teaching others based on your hard-won wisdom. The part of fortune falls in your 6th house today, indicating financial benefits through attention to details, systems, and routines. Organizing your financial paperwork, optimizing workflows, or implementing time management strategies could directly impact your bottom line. Health investments that increase your productivity and stamina may also yield financial returns. Mercury's trine to Pluto enhances your investigative abilities around financial matters. You might uncover tax deductions you've overlooked, identify unnecessary subscription services draining your accounts, or discover investment opportunities others have missed. This aspect particularly supports research into emerging markets or technologies with significant growth potential. For Geminis working in communications, technology, or education, financial aspects appear especially favorable today. These sectors align perfectly with the Mercury-Jupiter sextile, allowing your natural talents to be monetized effectively. Consider how you might leverage your communication skills in these industries for additional income. In sales or marketing roles, the Scorpio moon helps you tap into customers' deeper needs, potentially increasing commission-based income. Focus on the transformative benefits of what you're offering rather than surface-level features. Your persuasive abilities are enhanced, particularly when discussing financial products, investments, or high-value services. Real estate matters receive beneficial aspects today, with Vesta activating your 4th house of property. This could relate to investment opportunities, refinancing options, or decisions about whether to rent or buy. The energy supports making domestic investments that provide both security and appreciation potential. Some Geminis might find opportunities to generate income from property or home-based businesses. The Black Moon Lilith in your partnership sector suggests examining power dynamics in business relationships. Ensure financial arrangements with collaborators are equitable and transparent. Hidden resentments or imbalances in business partnerships could ultimately cost you money if not addressed with honesty and fairness. With the Sun and Mercury in your 12th house, be cautious about who you share your financial plans with today. Not everyone deserves access to your monetary strategy, and some might even attempt to undermine your efforts out of jealousy or competition. Trust your intuition about when to keep financial moves private and when to seek advice. Your financial power times today are between 10 a.m. and noon, when Mercury's influence peaks. Schedule important money conversations, investment decisions, or career negotiations during this window, if possible. The early evening hours also look favorable as the moon forms a supportive aspect to Jupiter, potentially bringing unexpected financial news. A significant financial opportunity may arise around 3:45 p.m. when Venus aspects Uranus, possibly through an unusual social connection or digital platform. Stay open to unconventional introductions or seemingly random networking opportunities. The most profitable connections today might come from unexpected sources. Your financial lucky colors today include silver, representing Mercury's influence, and deep blue, activating your intuitive capabilities. Carrying or wearing these colors could subtly attract favorable financial circumstances and clear-headed decision-making around money matters. The most important financial advice for Gemini today: diversification serves you exceptionally well. With your dual nature, you thrive when managing varied income streams rather than putting all your resources into one venture. Consider how you might expand your financial portfolio to include different types of assets or revenue sources that complement each other while providing security through diversification. May 4th, 2025, brings Gemini a particularly favorable alignment of Jupiter in your sector of hidden resources and spiritual insights. This creates a day where your most fortunate areas emerge from unexpected places and through subtle awareness. The morning hours shine with opportunity as the moon forms a harmonious trine with your ruling planet Mercury, activating your communication sector. This planetary dance makes networking exceptionally fruitful connections made today, especially with water signs like Cáncer, Scorpio, or Pisces, could lead to remarkable opportunities in the coming weeks. Academic pursuits and intellectual endeavors receive cosmic blessings today. If you've been considering enrolling in a course, submitting research, or applying for educational opportunities, this is your green light from the universe. The afternoon features a particularly powerful Venus-Jupiter aspect that enhances your ability to attract resources through creative thinking. Your normally quick mind is especially inspired, making this an ideal day for brainstorming sessions, pitching ideas, or problem-solving creative blocks. Financial opportunities may emerge through unconventional channels. Pay attention to casual conversations that touch on investments or side projects. The digital realm appears especially fortunate for you today. Online connections, virtual presentations, and technology-driven projects receive cosmic support, with potential for unexpected recognition or viral success. Your third house of communication is activated by beneficial aspects, suggesting that your words carry extra weight and charm today. Written communications especially shine. Emails, messages, or content creation could reach exactly the right people at exactly the right time. Siblings or neighbors might bring fortunate news or opportunities. Short-distance travel also appears blessed, with spontaneous local journeys potentially leading to serendipitous encounters. Your natural Gemini adaptability is your greatest asset today. Fortune favors your ability to pivot quickly when opportunity knocks. The day's energy supports quick decisions rather than lengthy deliberation. Trust your first instincts, particularly regarding opportunities that involve learning, teaching, or information exchange. Health-wise, your respiratory system and nervous system benefit from positive energy flows. Activities that combine mental stimulation with gentle physical movement bring the greatest wellness benefits. Consider walking meditation, tai chi, or yoga while listening to informative podcasts. The evening hours highlight fortunate social connections. A gathering, even a small or virtual one, could introduce you to someone who becomes instrumental in advancing an important personal goal. Look for individuals who challenge your thinking in productive ways. They bring the most valuable opportunities. Numbers 5, 14, and 23 carry special significance for you today, potentially appearing in fortunate contexts. The color yellow amplifies your lucky vibrations, making it an excellent choice for clothing or accessories when attending important meetings or events. While all these fortunate areas exist, remember that your famous Gemini duality means you must choose which opportunities to pursue. Trying to capitalize on everything will dilute your energy. The most profound good fortune comes when you focus your Quicksilver mind on the one or two prospects that resonate most deeply with your current life direction. Overall, May 4th, 2025 offers Gemini exceptional fortune in matters of communication, education, short journeys, and unexpected connections. Your mind is your magic wand today. Wave it with intention, and watch as the universe responds with opportunity. May 4th, 2025 presents a fascinating social landscape for Gemini natives. With Mercury, your ruling planet, forming a harmonious trine to Jupiter in Gemini, your social magnetism is at an extraordinary peak. This planetary configuration amplifies your already impressive communication skills, making this an exceptional day for networking, social gatherings, and meaningful conversations. The moon in Libra occupies your fifth house of pleasure and creativity, creating a beautiful air trine with your sun sign. This alignment encourages authentic self-expression in social settings, allowing your natural charm and wit to shine even brighter than usual. People are naturally drawn to your ideas and perspectives today. Venus, positioned in your own sign of Gemini, enhances your social appeal significantly. You're likely to find yourself the center of attention at any gathering, with others gravitating toward your intellectual energy and quick-witted banter. This placement suggests you'll experience ease in making new connections while also deepening existing friendships. What makes today particularly significant is Jupiter's position in your sign, which only occurs once every 12 years. This rare placement expands your social circle dramatically, potentially bringing individuals from different cultural backgrounds or intellectual disciplines into your orbit. These connections aren't merely casual, they have the potential to evolve into meaningful relationships that support your personal growth journey. Mars in Cáncer in your second house creates an interesting dynamic with your social interactions. While you're naturally outgoing today, you may find yourself being somewhat selective about who you invest your emotional energy in. You're seeking depth and security in connections rather than superficial encounters. Saturn in Pisces forms a challenging square to your sun sign from your 10th house, suggesting that some social connections made today could have professional implications. Be mindful about maintaining appropriate boundaries between personal and professional relationships, especially if networking with colleagues or industry peers. Uranus in Gemini amplifies your need for stimulating, unconventional social experiences. Routine gatherings might feel restrictive today. You're craving intellectually engaging conversations that challenge your perspectives and introduce novel concepts. This placement encourages you to seek out innovators, freethinkers, and individuals who approach life from unique angles. Neptune in Aries in your 11th house of friendships creates an interesting dynamic where your idealism about certain relationships might be tested. While you're generally perceptive about others' intentions, today you might need to ensure you're seeing people clearly rather than projecting idealized versions onto them. Trust your intuition if something feels misaligned in a social interaction. Pluto's transformative energy from Aquarius in your 9th house suggests that conversations today might unexpectedly turn toward philosophical or spiritual topics. These profound exchanges have the potential to transform your worldview and deepen bonds with those who share your intellectual curiosity. The North Node in Aries points to your social destiny involving leadership and pioneering new connections. Today presents opportunities to step into a more authoritative role within groups or communities, possibly initiating projects or movements that bring people together around shared ideals. For single Geminis, this day holds substantial potential for meeting someone intellectually stimulating through mutual friends or social gatherings. The Venus-Jupiter conjunction in your sign creates a magnetic appeal that attracts individuals who appreciate your mental agility and communicative prowess. Those in committed relationships will benefit from socializing as a couple today. Your partner may reveal aspects of themselves in group settings that deepen your appreciation and understanding of them. Consider attending events together rather than separately to strengthen your bond through shared social experiences. Digital connections are highly favored, with Mercury forming a sextile to Uranus. Social media interactions, virtual meetings, or online communities could introduce you to fascinating individuals who share your niche interests. Don't dismiss these technological connections as less meaningful than in-person ones. They hold genuine potential. A word of caution: with this abundance of social energy, you might risk overcommitting yourself. The Moon-Jupiter square later in the day could lead to social exhaustion if you don't pace yourself. Remember that even the most extroverted Gemini needs moments of solitude to process and integrate social experiences. Your most harmonious connections today will be with other air signs, Libra and Aquarius, who match your intellectual energy, and fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, who inspire your sense of adventure. Water signs may require more patience as their emotional approach to relating differs from your more mental orientation. The evening hours bring a shift as the moon moves toward Scorpio, deepening the emotional tone of social interactions. Conversations may naturally evolve from light banter to more intimate exchanges. This transition supports meaningful connection rather than surface-level networking. Overall, May 4th stands out as one of the most socially significant days of 2025 for Gemini. The rare combination of your ruler Mercury in positive aspect to Jupiter in your sign, alongside Venus enhancing your natural charm, creates a perfect storm of social opportunity. The connections established or strengthened today have the potential to influence your personal and professional growth for months or even years to come. As May 4th, 2025 arrives, Gemini, you're experiencing a day where Mercury forms a harmonious trine with Jupiter, opening channels of communication and expanding your mental horizons. This planetary support system offers you unique advantages if approached mindfully. First and foremost, document your thoughts today. Ideas that seem casual could contain seeds of brilliance. The Mercury-Jupiter connection enhances your already quick mind, making this an excellent day for brainstorming sessions or pitching concepts that require both logic and vision. However, be wary of mental scatteredness. With the moon in Sagittarius opposing your sign, your natural tendency toward mental multitasking could become overwhelming. Ground yourself by focusing on one task for at least 30 minutes before switching contexts. Your communication style today carries unusual persuasive power. Use it wisely rather than talking simply to fill silence. Financial decisions should be postponed if possible, as Neptune's square to Venus creates a foggy lens around value assessments. Instead, use today's energy for creative visualization about your resources. Physically, focus on activities that synchronize mind and body. Tai Chi, dance, or even a walking meeting would utilize today's energy signature perfectly. Relationship-wise, practice active listening more than speaking. While you're cosmically supported in expression today, greater gifts come through absorption. Someone in your circle has information that connects missing pieces in your own mental puzzle. Technologically, back up important documents as Mercury's approaching square to Uranus later this week could create unexpected digital disruptions. Your workplace advantage comes through collaborative rather than solo efforts today. Reach out to colleagues, especially those with different skills than yours. The afternoon hours are particularly productive for tasks requiring both creativity and precision. Finally, as evening approaches, allow yourself mental downtime. The day's abundant mental energy could lead to overthinking or insomnia if not properly discharged. Consider journaling, meditation, or a creativity exercise that allows thoughts to flow without judgment before sleep. Remember that your greatest strength today is your adaptability coupled with expanded vision. Seeing both details and the bigger picture simultaneously is your superpower. Daily Horoscope for Gemini. May 4, 2025 Gemini, as you wake up this Sunday morning, you'll immediately sense something different about your mental processes. Mercury, your ruling planet, is traveling through grounded Taurus, bringing an unusual but welcome stability to your typically quick-moving mind. While you normally bounce from idea to idea with lightning speed, today your thoughts have more weight and substance to them. The sun continues its journey through earthy Taurus,